So here we go. All right. So I did some botanical printing, and this is what I have ended up with. I thought I'd do a little intro just showing you what I've got here. These were with some flowers from the flower shop, or from the grocery store. And we've got different papers. These are the first print. This is actually not. This is from a stencil. This is one of the botanical ones. Just looking to see if I had any other ones in here. I got a little carried away, and after I had finished with the botanical ones, I went on and did a whole bunch more, but I think we'll save those for another video. So these are the ones we're going to focus on today, and I hope that you will enjoy it, and you can help me out a bunch by liking, subscribing, leave a comment, and let me know if you do gel printing, if you enjoy it, if you'd like to see more of this type of video. Y'all have a great day, and stay tuned for the actual gel printing. Good morning, my friends. I went to the grocery store last week, and while I was there, I got this huge bouquet of flowers that were on sale because they were like almost dead. So I brought them home, and Randy's like, my goodness, you just buy those to make me feel guilty. I'm like, no, actually, I buy those because I totally want to do some gel printing with them. It's not anything to do with you, dear. It is totally because I want to make art. All right, I am just going to get some of this stuff out of my way because I've got a ton of stuff on my table, and I actually turned on the camera because I haven't taped for a while. So I'm cleaning up all of the stuff that's over here in my way. And getting out the things I need. So you can see this is freezer cloth, and I put that down because I use it as my palette a lot, and it totally, this is a Medicare and You book. Again, I use this as a clean off page. That's an old one. I can just put this down here. I am using Nova Color paint today because I've been using cheaper brand paint, and I have not been happy with the way that it has worked. I actually need to take this off. I'm going to take that off. Turn that over. I really need to clean my gel plate. I don't, because I like this background, the stuff that comes up from the background. I'm going to put down a little bit of Cad Yellow Medium. Just going to mix this around a little bit. It's fine. Now, I'm also going to get a little bit. This is my favorite color. This is transparent yellow iron oxide. And this is, it looks brown. It looks brown when it comes out, but it turns this beautiful transparent kind of gold. And it really mixes so well with other colors and gives them a really natural kind of tint. So I'm going to use those two colors. And clean this off on here. And then I'm just going to go in with this. And I'm going to do some botanical prints today. And they're like chrysanthemum type of things. So I want this for the first ones to be my background. All right, let me put this on here like so. All right, I got everything but a piece of paper. What kind of paper do I want to use? I am going to use, this is a very light watercolor paper, and it works really well for mixed media. So I'm just going to put this down on here like so. And pull a print for my background. Something underneath it here. No, it's actually a wad of paint. So we're just going to pull this up. And that will be my background. Put that down over there. I may come in, just blend this out a little bit. Not good when you run into your, let me get this fixed back. All right. Just, I don't know if how much I got recorded of that, but I'm going to just go in with a little bit more of this transparent iron oxide. This is one of my favorite paints ever. It looks so not pretty when you're looking at it in the jar, but when you paint with it or mix it, it is amazing. So again, I'm just going to put this right on here like this and spread it around. I never managed to do this without getting paint on my hands. Let me get up another pull-off sheet here. All right, and then we go up here. Put this off. I just really want to get the kind of clean before I go in with the next piece. So that got a lot of the background colors. All right, now, what color do I want to do for the background? I think I want to do a dark green, which means I'm going to go in with some more of this iron oxide. Put that down. Then I'm going to get some Payne's Gray. Where am I? Payne's Gray? That's not there. I just had it. There it is. I do have a big tube of Payne's Gray, and this is in Soho. That it'll still work with this. Mix that with that. Then I'm just going to go in and mix this a little bit because I really want this to be a dark green. See what it looks like on the page. Oh, that's good. All right, so that's a dark olive green. Before I mix that, roll that out, I'm going to get my flowers. I'm just going to warn you, this is going to be a little bit of a mess. Because some of these are dry enough that their petals are falling out, and I'm okay with that. So we're just going to put all this down. This is kind of a transparent color too, because of the iron oxide. Now, I'm going to grab some of these flowers and just cut them right off of here. down there. Then this one we're going to put right down there. This big one here. So I want them to be semi-flat. This one here. And then I think, all right, so these I'm going to pull off because I do want some stems and some leaves here. The leaves are very dry. Very dry. Ew, that one's gross. So now I'm going to take this piece of paper. Maybe I'll take this piece of paper. And I'm just going to push this down into here. This is not the paper that I really want to pick up the image. You'll see I'm going to actually use the ghost print. Let me pick this up. So there's that. I'm going to grab this because I also want to pick up this part up here. Actually, I guess I could have used that other sheet. All right. So now we're going to pick this up. And this is going to leave what we call, hopefully, a ghost print. Yes. And this is what I was really, really after. So I'm going to let this dry a little bit. And then I'm going to come back in with this paper and some transparent yellow oxide. And I'm going to pick up the ghost print from this with that. So it's going to take a minute or two for this to dry completely. I don't want to pick it up early because if I do, then I will smear this. I want to give it plenty of time to dry on the plate. Oh, look, I'm so crooked. There we go. You can see my dead flowers here. I got some dead ones. I've got some not so dead ones. But I really wanted to try to pick up some of the colors that were in them. And they were once such a beautiful yellow that I think this will come out nice on this paper. Hopefully. That is my hope. Nope, still a little wet. All right, I'm going to pause this for a minute. Okay, I think we're dry enough. And I'm going to just put down a really thin layer. I made a mess over here. I'm just going to tell you, mess is my middle name. So I'm just going to put down a really thin layer of this too. Get this. Oh, I tell you what. Literally, if I was not making a mess, I don't know what I'd do. I may need to put some more down over here. Oop, that's wrong. The thing about a gel plate is they're so forgiving. So I just want to get a thin layer of this down. You can see how transparent this transparent iron oxide is. So now that we've got that down, we're going to this down on top, and I'm going to press it in. And then I am going to let it sit for a while. It is going to take a while. I want to make sure that I get it all up. So I want to make sure I get this all pressed down into this, even the corners. And I'm going to pause you again because I'm going to let this sit for about 5 minutes, and then we'll be back. Okay, it's been a few minutes, and I'm now going to try to lift this up. Just going to pull one corner. It looks like it's all coming up clean. I'm going to go really slowly. Very slowly. Oh, this is gorgeous. Okay, so we're just going to lift this up. It is coming up perfectly. All right. So now, that is perfect. I could not ask for anything better. It did get a little bit of dark green in here places, but that's okay. I love the way you can see the imprint of the flowers on there. This is my perfect. This is what I like. This is perfect for me. Perfect. So now I'm going to try it again. And I'm going to do it on a dark background. So I'm going to pull a couple of these actually. I'm going to put down the black. Oh, that's a lot. That's way too much black, Cindy. You will never get anything to come out with that. All right. So brayer this up a little bit because that's way too much. Just trying to get some of this black off of my brayer because otherwise it will be. All right, I'm going to go back to my transparent iron oxide and mix this in. And I may actually go in with just a tad bit of the cad yellow just to give it a little bit of some lightness in here. This should all turn green. When I mix it in. Just going to mix it in. I don't want it to be all the same color. I do want it to be on the darker side. All right, perfect. Okay, now I'm going to pull it with one of these watercolor sheets that I used before. This is it's a watercolor brand that I got off of Amazon, and I really don't know what it was. It came in a pad, not in a pad, but in a, got two sheets, cool beans. Not in a pad, but in a pack of like 100 sheets. And it was very inexpensive. And it works great for my mixed media work because I want something more absorbent than just cardboard paper, copy paper, but not as absorbent. And, okay, this is different. So that's very different. All right, let me see. I think I want to try this again. Maybe with just the 2 colors because I want a darker green. Maybe I'll just try with this. And then I'm just going to mix this up on the... I don't want quite that much variation in it. All right. Now I'm just going to roll this out. Okay, roll that off. There's another piece of paper. Down. Grab this on here. Okay. Okay, so this is a lighter green with not as much variation. Variation is the last. So I've got this one, and I've got this one. And now, what I'm going to do is go back in with my yellow. Go in with my Cad Yellow Medium. Then I'm going to get some transparent iron oxide. Mix this in with it. So the yellow is not actually transparent, so it's more opaque. So it will give me a good non-transparent base. So I'm going to go in like this. And I'm going to roll that off. Turn my thing over this time. I'm going to go in with my flowers. I'm going to put these up here. Put one there. I'm going to put one over here. One over there. I'm going to grab... Trying to see what I've got over here. So I've got this big one. I'm going to grab one of these too, these little button things. And then I'm going to come in with the stems and the leaves. I'll do that way. I'll grab that leaf. grab that leaf. I'm gonna grab another little button thing over here. Some stems. Put that there. Okay, now I'm going to come in with the one I like the least. And I'm going to put that down. And I'm going to try to pick up all of this extra color. So I want to get all of this down. I'm going to pick up all that extra color all around all of these bumps because it's very bumpy. When you're using live flowers like this, it is very hard not to get it wrinkled. I'll come in with this, just press it down again, pick up as much of that extra paint as I can. Press that down. All right. So as you can see, this paper is now very wrinkled, and that's okay. That's why I used my least favorite piece. I want to get in here, make sure I've got in all of these little spots. Okay, so now I'm going to lift this up. You can see it's very messy. I've got mess everywhere. That's okay. I'm just going to set that over there for right now. I'm going to go in. I'm going to pick these up. Oh, they smell really good. I probably won't be using that one anymore. Or that one. Now, any part of this that you do not like if there's a piece of it that doesn't look right, all right, so let me see. I've got this piece. I'm just going to finish pulling these off. I'm probably going to throw those away before I pull another print, and I'll just use more flowers. So this is different. Very different. It's not exactly what I expected, but let's see, where did my first one go? But you can see it gives a lot of texture to it, so it'll come in use for background pictures somewhere along the line. Just letting this dry. While I'm letting that dry, I was looking for the top to my cad yellow and I don't see it. That's okay. So this is going to take a couple minutes because it is kind of... Okay, I cut off for a minute. This is dried. I'm just going to go in I mixed this green with the same three colors, the transparent iron oxide, the Payne's Gray. Now I'm just going to roll this out onto this page, and I'm not trying to get a thin layer. The Cad Yellow and the Payne's Gray are not transparent colors, so they will not come off the same. You won't be able to see through them. I actually think I'm going to pull this on a fresh sheet of paper. Although, where did I put my other green piece? Take my other green piece. I could do it on this one. Let me just do it on this one. I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of this background on it, but just in case. All right. I'm going to roll this down, and I'm going to, remember, I'm going to leave it for like 5 minutes. So I'm just going to leave this down on the board, on the gel plate for 5 minutes or so. I will be back when it is dry, because it needs time for the new paint to bond with the old paint layer so that we can then pull both layers up at the same time. Okay, I don't know how I keep knocking this. Joker, behave yourself. The puppy is going back crazy in the background with his shoe, so if you hear barking and growling, that's what it is. Okay, we're going to lift this up. Okay, see how clear the gel plate is? So we should be getting a pretty good print. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, grab hold of it. So, I like the bright yellow on the green. The iron, orange. What's it matter? I guess because the shoe fought back. The transparent iron oxide in the back is a little bit more subtle, but it definitely adds some depth to the print. So I really like that. Perfecto. All right. I am going to take a break and see what is going on with my puppy who has lost his mind. And if I don't get back to this today, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate all of you who stopped by to watch and share this with me. My name is Cindy, and the channel is Paper Replay. Please like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know where you're located. Okay, part 565. This is Cindy at Paper Replay. I am just using up some more of this paint. Just trying to get some, because I made a whole bunch that I have not used yet. So I've got this paper I've been using to pull off. I'm going to just print right over top of that. I will grab another pull-off sheet. Got this one here that's ready to go, to pull off some of the edges here. I don't like to let anything go to waste, so if there is paint still left on my board over here, I am going to use it. I'm also going to roll some of this off because I used my paper as my palette, which I don't usually do. Okay. So we'll put that over there. I'm going to pull this. I think I'm going to pull it. Okay, there we go. I'm going to pull this up. And you can see some of that background, some of the pull-offs in the background, which is fine. It adds extra texture. Looking good. Now, I'm going to go clean up my mess.